Thanks for joining us. Today, we'll be describing Apacer's new DBS Cloud Edition, which is aimed at integrating and simplifying remote device management. There are many vertical market applications that would benefit greatly from remote device management. The efficiency of everything from retail systems to smart factories could enjoy real quantifiable advantages. Managed together, they are far more than the sum of their parts. Even in the modern world, manufacturers have seen unexpected failures lead to industrial pain points. The infamous blue screen of death can lead to reputation and brand damage and business losses. The visible weakness of a system can also make it attractive to hackers or other bad actors. But with remote device management, these problems can be eliminated or greatly reduced. And thanks to the connectivity of the cloud, remote device management is easier to implement than ever before. In business, which risk is acceptable? OS crashes, data loss, downtime, or corrupted frames? The real answer is no risk is acceptable. To avoid all these issues, Apacer developed DBS, the double-barreled solution. As you may have guessed from the name, DBS is divided into two main parts. The first is Core Analyzer 2, which allows users to choose the most suitable SSD for their application, as well as firmware modifications if needed. The second part is SSD Widget 2.0, which allows users to anticipate and mitigate SSD failures remotely. The result for SSDs is longer lifetime and no downtime. Let's look at how Core Analyzer 2 works. By conducting a field workload simulation, it's able to cross-reference client requirements with Apacer's extensive catalog of SSDs. Then it makes a recommendation about which SSD will be most appropriate for the situation, along with firmware optimization if needed. The next part of DBS is SSD Widget 2.0, which allows for easy remote monitoring of SSDs. This is important because it allows users to identify potential failures in advance. This, in turn, will offset any data reliability concerns while also reducing manpower and maintenance costs. SSD Widget 2.0 gives users all the relevant information about an SSD at a glance. It can issue warning and alert messages when the SSD reaches certain benchmarks that suggest it's nearing the end of its operational lifetime. But Apacer wanted to go a step further. To build bridges to the cloud, it developed DBS Cloud Edition. This is a plugin that works with RDM systems developed by Apacer's partners. It offers a user-friendly dashboard interface that works inside existing RDM systems. Users can monitor the health status of at-risk SSDs via DBS CE. Temperature abnormalities can be spotted and tracked easily. Unexpected power cycling also becomes easy to track, and the total number of SSDs online is simple to determine. If there are SSDs with heavy write or read workloads, DBS Cloud Edition will identify them. Analyzing the operation behavior of SSDs lets users identify potential failures in advance. Users can check SSD's information and workload analysis via Core Analyzer 2 in DBS CE. Users can monitor the status of each SSD on the overview table and filter the specified fields to make it easier to notice dynamic status changes. Let's look at a recent success story. One of Apacer's customers was experiencing data losses due to unexpected power cuts. and this resulted in factory downtime. It also strained SSD operation and caused them to wear out earlier. But by switching to Apacer's Cloud Series SSDs and installing DBS Cloud Edition, the customer was able to identify when power losses occurred and why, and respond to them more quickly. Their factory downtime was quickly reduced to practically nothing, and data integrity was stronger than ever before. Monitoring, management, and alerts are all brought together in one user-friendly experience. It's helpful to think of an SSD like a tire on a car. Wouldn't it be great if a tire could inform you before you got a flat? It would certainly cut down on dangerous accidents. Well, DBS Cloud Edition lets users know when an SSD is about to fail, so they can swap it for a new one before any precious data is lost. DBS Cloud Edition's advantages are clear. If you want to develop an SSD monitoring service, carry out predictive maintenance, and save money and time, there's no better choice. Thanks for listening, and ask your Apacer representative about DBS Cloud Edition today.